known as ambergris, which is very valuable. Richard thinks that Tenlung is leaving a trail, but Owen calls it bait. In the meantime, Harpo and Ragzlin get dirty again. After they're done, Batali finds Ragzlin's bra. Afterward, the guys go out in the special suits to gather the ambergris and capture a very big clicker. While they're working, the pirates show up to steal this as well, and Richard curses because he realizes they found his beacon. They need the hyperdrive to escape, but the crew discovers the pirates broke that as well. The mechanic Stubbs starts working on fixing it and Richard tells the crew to get back on the ship, but Harpo still chooses to stay to capture the clicker first. Soon the pirates open fire, and while the Essex has a protective force field, it won't last for long. Richard orders Ragzlin to release the waste chambers, not caring that Harpo is still outside since it was his choice. Harpo moves fast to dodge the chambers and manages to return to the Essex with the clicker he caught. The chambers crash against one of the pirate ships, but the other is still going. When the pirate captain shoots missiles that could destroy the Essex, Stubbs finally finishes fixing the system and the ship disappears by using hyperspeed. Once they're safe, the crew calls Richard out for getting rid of their beacon. Harpo is particularly furious, and when Richard points out he ignored orders, Harpo says he saved everyone's lives by getting food. Richard responds by pushing him, and Hawthorne has to get between them to stop things from escalating. Meanwhile, Stubbs is cleaning the ambergris from the suits when he notices that the lock on the clicker crate is open. When he's about to close it, he notices tiny bugs running on his hand and biting him. Soon the creatures are sneaking under his clothes and he goes crazy trying to get them off, causing him to forget that the crate is still unlocked. Stubbs runs to the bathroom to try to wash the bugs off, however they're now inside his body. When he returns to his room, he keeps hearing voices and starts screaming at the walls. After dinner, Batali tells Harpo that she's pregnant. Harpo freaks out because kids are expensive, so he decides to steal some of the ambergris and hides it in the fridge. Meanwhile, Richard checks on Lin, who is against killing Tenlung. However, she refuses to explain why, so Richard ignores her argument. After he leaves, Lin messes with the lock until she manages to break it and finally escapes her room. In the shadows of the corridor,